Hello students, today we're going to go over the second part of notes for 1.2, solving multi-step equations. So we're just doing a little more extra practice on this with some different style multi-step equations. For this first problem we have 12x minus 8x minus 23 equals 45. Notice we have like terms. We have a 12x minus an 8x. We do want to combine those to get 4x minus 23 equals 45. Now we can move that 23 to each side by doing the opposite. So I'm going to add 23 below the minus 23 and then add 23 below the 45. I bring down my 4x equals 68. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. If you're not sure what this equals, you could divide top and bottom by 2 first. That gives you 34 over 2. And then you could say, okay, 34 divided by 2 is 17. And then you're done. For the next problem, there is some distributing we want to do first. So to distribute, I'm going to take 2 times the x first. So I have 5x plus 2x. Then distribute the 2 to the 6 as well to get plus 12 equals 44. 5x plus 2x, those are like terms, so I am going to combine those. That gives me a 7x plus 12 equals 44. Now I want to move the 12. It's a plus 12, so to move it, I am going to subtract 12 from each side. I bring down my 7x. 44 minus 12 is 32. Then I divide both sides by 7. This doesn't divide evenly, so you would leave it as 32 over 7 for your final answer. Keep in mind it is okay to have fractions for answers. For number 3, I want to distribute first. So whenever there's distributing, you want to make sure you finish that first. 4 times x is 4x. And then I also do 4 times the minus 7 to get a minus 28 is equal to 32. Now I want to move that minus 28, so I'm going to add 28 to both sides. 4x is now alone. It equals 60. And then I divide both sides by 4 to get x equal to 15. For number 4, notice we have a 9x and then we have minus 4x. So we do want to combine those first because they're on the same side of the equal sign. So 9 minus 4 is 5 x's. We still have the minus 6 and then we have the equals 39. Now to get x alone, we want to start by adding or subtracting. So to do that, we're going to move the minus 6 by adding it to each side. This gives me 5x equals 45. And then I would divide both sides by 5 to get x equal to 9. Number 5 is a little trickier. We have a fraction in front. You could distribute the fraction, but fractions are a little more difficult to deal with. Notice we have a 6 here and a 4 in the bottom that doesn't divide evenly. So instead of distributing, I would get rid of the fraction by multiplying by the reciprocal. Keep in mind, reciprocal is where you flip the fraction. So I'm going to multiply by 4 over 3, and I'm going to do that to both sides. So then when I do that on the left, the fractions go away, and you just have the x minus 6 equals. Now on the other side, you could put 12 over 1, multiply straight across. 12 times 4 is 48. 1 times 3 is 3. Now we do want to take 48 and divide it by 3. So we get x minus 6 equals 16. Now we can add 6 to each side to get x alone. And your final answer is x equals 22. So don't forget that whenever there's a fraction like that, you can multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So you can flip the fraction, multiply both sides to get rid of it. For our number 6 here, which is our last problem, we should start by distributing. So I'm going to take this 5 times the 2x to get 10x, and then 5 times 9 to get 45. That side still has the plus 8 as well, and it says it's equal to 3. Now I want to combine the plus 45 and the plus 8. So I'm going to have 10x plus 45 plus 8 is 53. And that is equal to 3. Now I want to move the 53. So I'm going to subtract 53 from each side. Bring the 10x down. 3 minus 53 is negative 50. And then we divide by 10 to get x equal to negative 5. This concludes our notes for today. If you have any questions, be sure to contact your teacher.